students from our job coaching program, and just hot off the press. He will tell you what happened just moments ago, but he has achieved some incredible result with our program, and I bring him on today so he can share with you what is it like to be mentor and to be working with Leo Lee Educations. So Krishna, a few quick questions, man. First of all, thanks for joining me today, man.
Yeah, no worries, man.
Krishna, for those who do not know about you, can you tell them a bit about yourself? Who are you? What did you study, and where do you live?
My name is Krishna Chapai, and I'm from Nepal, and I'm a civil engineer, and I have done my master's degree in engineering management from Central Queensland University, Melbourne, and my bachelor's degree is accredited by Engineers Australia. So I just completed my study last year, and I was doing some part-time jobs, so doing Uber and Ola, Didi, everything. And through one of my friend, I get to know about Leo, and I just called him, and I told him what's going on with my career, with my studies and everything, and and I followed him truly. And after I think couple of months of journey together, finally I got my first job offer today.
Good.
Yeah.
No, Krishna, do not say too much yet. Hold on. Keep the best for last. All right, keep the
best
for last.
Yeah.
Cool. So let's walk us back a little bit. When you first came to this country, what sort of job did you do? Like, do you remember what sort of work have you done?
I did cleaning. I did kitchen hand jobs, and after that I shifted to Uber. I'm doing UberX and Uber Eats, anything, whatever comes on my way. I was doing all the things, like all the other. Yeah.
And how does that make you feel when you are a civil engineer but you doing those odd jobs? Do you feel like there's something not right there? Do you feel?
Yeah, definitely. And it sometimes it really sucks, and it's really frustrating, seeing the equal the person having equal potential, having same level of education. They are doing jobs in their profession. They are earning a lot of money. They are getting the respect and everything. But on the other hand, you are just doing some random things, and someone without even having a like a higher school education is calling you for nothing. It's really frustrating. Yeah.
Gotcha. Guys, do you guys agree with him? Say yes if you agree with him. Everybody, if you guys agree with what he says, say yes. If you agree that it really sucks to not be able
and I remember when I came first to Australia and I started doing housekeeping for a couple of months, and one of the managers, she texted me like in the 1 a.m. in the midnight. She was texting me saying, Krishna, you haven't done your, you haven't prepared bed properly. Everyone who started working with you, they are so, they are learning so fast. Now you are, and she sent me photos of the bed that I have made, and that thing is still,
Jesus.
Yeah. And that thing is still, is still in my head, and I want to see that lady, once again, so that I can, reply onto her face,
You tell her, now you make my bed.
Yeah.
I make your bed.
Yeah.
Well done. So how long did it take you to get stuck in this odd job? For how long? How many years were you doing this sort of jobs?
I have arrived in Australia in November 9th of November in 2019. And I think it's almost 3 years, 19, 20, 21, 22. Yeah, it's almost 3 years. And
that's a long time, man. That's a long time.
Yeah.
Talking about odd jobs. So probably not my next few question is I guess you also try to apply for a professional job.
Yeah.
How many jobs do you think you have tried?
I think I have applied more than 100 jobs, man. I think I completed my master's degree in last July, 2021 July, and after that I started, my job hunting, process, and I have landed few, interviews too, but I didn't know what went wrong. always people keep saying me, you don't have Australian experience, you have visa problems, everything that
Exactly.
I think lots of people are familiar with this kind of, questions and rejections. So yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
And guys, do you guys agree with what he said? Do you guys hear that from the employer? You don't have enough experience, and you are not a PR. Anybody heard this before? Or you don't have citizenship here. You don't have permanent residence here. Anybody heard that? I see a lot of yes coming in, Krishna. So
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
there's a relation here. Good. And obviously keep hearing no from the employer many times. I guess that's a bit discouraging at times. Do you feel that? It's a bit upsetting.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It makes you frustrating, it will create you a headache. You'll sometimes you'll feel, why the hell I just came to this place, this place is not for me, in so many times you'll definitely feel like that.
It's like, well, like, why do I come to Australia, right? Like,
yeah, definitely.
Anybody here relates to that? Say yes if that's you. Like, you came here, you're like, what the hell am I doing here? Why am I end up cleaning someone's bed? Anybody relate to this? Why am I end up washing dishes? Why do I end up driving taxi when I can do the same back in my country? So I guess, Krishna, I think most people say yes with you, man. You're probably the most loved person, man. Cool.
Yeah.
So tell us, when you do that, like, obviously once you decided to join our program, I guess you learn a lot from our program.
Yeah, definitely. And it boosted my confidence a lot. Before joining the job coaching program, I didn't have the confidence to talk with unknown person from like you guys. I just know two people from this call. Other than that, I know no one. So yeah, it boosted my confidence.
Yeah, obviously confidence is one thing, but if there are maybe three things that you think that our program really changes everything for you, that really made difference for you, what are the three things you learned from our program?
I think the main thing anyone can get from your program is the answers of the questions that employer ask you. Like if they ask you don't have Australian experience, then you'll have that confidence to tackle with that questions. You'll provide enough confidence to tackle that question. And if employer comes with the questions like you don't have PR or you are not citizen, then you'll give that confidence to tackle that question. And I still remember that the first cold call we did together to that one of the person, one of the guy from Bendigo. And he was while I was following Leo's advice, and he while I was in call, he was unable to say no to me. He was forced to give me an appointment to meet him. So that's the way how he teaches to do the things. And I think you guys are in a right place. So yeah, I think no one can do the things better than him.
Yeah. So what he talked about, guys, is he talked about cold call. So one of the things that I teach in our program is cold calling, which is simply the art of using this thing in my hand right here. You can see here. This thing I call a weapon, right, Krishna? This is a weapon.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. It's not just a tool for you to watch Netflix and chill, right?
Yeah.
This is not just a tool for you to watch TikTok. That's what you guys been doing it. You guys been using this phone for the wrong reasons. So obviously, Krishna, other than phone call, what else you learned? Like, how about follow-up? Do you think follow-up is important?
Yeah. And the job offer that I got today is the person that we started following, that I did a cold call. I think this is the person I did in very first instance. So I did follow up, continuous follow up. I tried to reach him out. I tried to book an appointment to meet him. So follow up is one of the key to get the job. And I still have the job opportunity in in Traralgon. And I think that guy, he forced to call me to give a trial work. So because I followed him too much, I used to follow him like every in every 3 or 4 days, and
Now, before this program, do you know how to follow up the way we do?
No. I never did follow up, before doing the class, because I always did what I did was just apply through Seek or LinkedIn or other company websites, and I never did follow up. And after joining Leo's class, and while I was applying for some of the jobs, and I could still see my previous job applications in the some companies websites. Yeah, it's funny though.
Good. So
Yeah.
guys, put in the chat box, how many times do you guys follow up with the same employer? Everybody put in the chat box. If you never follow up, say 0. If you follow up 1 time, say 1 time. If you follow up 2 times, say 2. If you never follow up, say never. Krantik say never. Hamza say 0. Salisa says 0. Mihanash says 0. We can see a lot of 0. Now, Krishna, tell them how many times you follow up to get this offer for the same employer.
I think for this job that I have been offered, I think I have followed up in 1 month. I think I have followed more than 10 times or so.
Easily more than 10 times. Easily more.
Yeah.
You guys see what he did?
Because I did, they did my interview this Tuesday, and from Tuesday I have texted him like 3 times. I have emailed 2 persons who took my interview. I emailed them, both of them. So I think in these 2 days I have done 5 follow-ups.
Well done. Well done. So you guys see the difference between you and him. So while you only follow up 0 times or even 1 or 2 mics, what I teach Krishna is you got to learn how to follow up many times. But here's the difference between you and Krishna is that every time when he follow up, I tell him to say different things. So he's not going to annoy the employer. Krishna, how important it is that every time we follow up, we try different methods and we not repeat ourselves. How important is that?
Yeah, it's very important to not repeating the things, because if you repeat the things frequently and say the same things frequently, then I think it will definitely annoy them. I think that was happened with one of my employee, and because in last December I got interviewed from one of the company, and I still remember every time I followed of him, I sent him the same text message to every single person. I think there were 3 or 4 persons who took my interview, and I sent the same message to everyone every single time. So wow. It's very important to use different methods to follow up, and make variety while you are texting or following up.
Exactly, and that's exactly what we do in our program, guys. Is I show Krishna a proper way, a proper plan to follow up. And it's called creative follow-up, not just keep harassing the employer. Because imagine this, every time Krishna keep banging on the door, hey, where's my job, bro? When can I get back from you? Like, when can I hear from you? You know what's going to happen to him, right?
and I sorry to interrupt you, but I still remember while we were doing cold calls in another company, we were talking with the admin. And she was so frustrated with me because of my, random questions and everything. She tried to connect me with her HR manager for, a couple of times in the same call. Because before, joining job coaching program, what I did, if I never did a cold call, but if I did, whenever I did, if they say like, we don't have anyone to, talk with you right now, so you can just go to website and, apply through it. I never, insisted them, but after joining, job coaching program, I still remember she was so frustrated. She tried to, connect me with the HR, manager a couple of times, and still she was so busy, and so it's really important to, follow the Leo's instructions.
Got you. So for those who are curious, Krishna, can you tell them if this role, is it advertised or not advertised?
This is not advertised. You
tell them how important it is that they should focus on the one that are not advertised, not the one that are advertised. Explain.
Yeah, and if you go through advertised job via LinkedIn, you can see there are lots of if the roles that we are going to apply, they are basically entry level or something like that. So if you go through LinkedIn, the job advertisement that are posted in LinkedIn, then you can see like 200 applications, 500 applications in the job that posted yesterday, like or 10 hours ago, and add them up with the the job applications that gone through a Seek or link, Indeed or something like that. So if you add them all, then you will have more than 1,000 applications for own job advertisement. So it's always important to follow the jobs that are not advertised. And as Leo says, 90% jobs, people generally they don't advertise. They will hire someone from their connections or something like that. So it's always nice to build their connection, follow up the employer properly, and call them, make sure that they will one day they will tire themselves and call, please come and work for us, man, please come and work for us. We can't tolerate your
That's it.
Yeah.
That's the mindset we're talking about, right? So you see the difference, the mindset between Krishna and you guys. Krishna, obviously, when he came in, I built that into his brain. I literally put this into his brain that you got to be so hungry for it, and you got to be learn to insist, learn to be insistent, not to give up, keep pushing, keep shoving. However, most of you in this room, you guys have been conditioned to give up easily. Every time you hit 1-2 times doesn't work, you give up. Just so no, you guys agree with me on that? Do you think that you were like that before, Krishna? You try a few times, it doesn't work. You're like, nah, that's not for me. Does that make sense? Does that relate to you, Krishna?
Yeah. And I think people in here, they won't give you that red carpet kind of things to red carpet kind of things to get a job. So you have to work hard and you have to go and grab that opportunity. You have to beat all the people so that you can go and catch that in first instance.
Last question, Krishna, because some of them, they might misunderstand. Some of them might think you are a PR, and they might think you are having 4 or 5 years of local experience. That's why you got this job. Tell them that, is that the case for you?
No. I have 2 years of experience working in Nepal in 2 different engineering consultancies. And I don't have a PR. I do have subclass 485. I think many of the people in this room have the same visa conditions. So don't worry about it. Leo will teach you how to tackle those questions. How to minimize the these kind of headaches. So just follow him. They are all headaches.
Big headaches.
Okay. Yeah.
Last question, Krishna, for those who's watching, for the guys and the girls in this room, would you recommend them to join our program? And if yes, what would be maybe top 2 or 3 reasons why they should invest in our program?
I think it will help you to grab the platform, because he will teach you how to search for a company, how to do a cold call, how to do a follow-up, that no one in Australia will teach you, no other, I think there are so many, career counselors, they might be texting you on LinkedIn, or in WhatsApp, but no one is, better than Leo. He will teach you everything that you need to, have to get a professional job here in Australia. And it's the most important thing is to follow him. And every day when you wake up, then you have to think Leo will text you in the night, at 9 a.m. So you have to give something up to him. I used to think like whenever it's early in the morning, when I wake up, then the first thing that came in my mind in all these days was, what should I tell Leo this today? What I should I should show at least some progression in my in my job hunting process. So this will sometimes this will make you annoyed, but at the same time this will help you to achieve your dreams. So you have to show all the people who always criticize you, who thinks you cannot do things here in Australia, you have to prove them wrong. And you have to you have to make yourself proud, you have to make your family and friends proud. So work hard. And and this is a status that I had posted in LinkedIn, I think a couple of weeks ago. because I was so frustrated. And whenever I think about my family and my friends, and I always believed on myself, with Leo on my side. I always believe on myself, my capacities. So if I can do, and all of the people in this room can definitely do this. So best of luck, guys. Hopefully I can see your photos on Leo's LinkedIn soon.
Guys, please say say thank you to Krishna, everybody. I want to see more thank you in the chat box. Say thank you to him. He spent his time, take his time to come in, inspire you guys. That is really well done, Krishna. Thank you so much for coming in today. And
no worries.
Yeah, I can't wait to see you. You starting next week, yeah? Oh, no, sorry. When are you going to start?
No, I'm starting from January, 10th of January. So
yeah, after the holiday.
So I'll have a month or so to enjoy myself.
Man, take advantage of that, man, before you start the professional life, right?
Yeah.
And no more housekeeping, no more cooling beds.
Yeah, this.
But thanks for coming, Krishna. Yeah, thanks for coming.
No worries, man. And thanks for everything. And I can't describe in words how grateful I am towards you. But yeah, God will definitely bless you, man.
No, thank you, Aaron, as well, Krishna.
Yeah.
Aaron play a big part, not me, Aaron.
Yeah. You both of you have done a great job, helping lots of, I think more than 200 students from all over the country who are suffering, who were suffering, and who will be suffering. But hopefully you'll able to help all other people like me.
Yeah, sure, my friend. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming, Krishna.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me, man. Thanks.
Yeah, you take care. Talk soon. Bye.